Today we take a look at 4 keys to quality audits. So why is this important? Well, some firms wonder whether or not they're going to pass peer review. Have you ever been there? And then some firms wonder if they might be sued one day. How would that go? So it's important that we have quality audits to pass peer review and to prevent any future legal problems. So we're going to take a look at 4 keys to quality audits. The first key, and I'll just give you an overview, is the hiring of your personnel. The second key is the training of those people. The third key is developing audit templates by industry. And then the fourth key is accountability. So let's start with that first key, the hiring of personnel. Almost every firm today is struggling with finding, hiring, keeping good personnel, but this is the number one key to creating quality audits. So you just want to stay after it in looking for those good people. And then once you hire those people and you bring them into your firm, the second key is equipping them or training them to do the types of work that you do. So most firms have key niches that they work in, and most firms, it's usually 2 or 3 niches that we're focusing on. So as you bring those new people in, you want to make sure they understand the industries that your firm spends the most time on. So you hire these really good people, you bring them in the door, and you immediately begin to train them in those industries that you focus on. Now, I would recommend that you do some in-house training, especially early on, and show these new people how you do your audits in your firm. And then after they get their feet up under themselves, then later on, they can move more toward going to conferences or taking online CPE or self-study classes. But initially, I think it's important that we sit down beside these new people, hold their hand, and get them started on the right path. So the first 2 keys we've covered so far is hiring the right people and then training those people after they come in. So the third step is developing your audit templates. So most CPA firms that do audits, they're using work papers developed by CCH or PPC or McGladrey or somebody like that. And that's a great step to take, using those work papers that have been peer reviewed, professionally developed. But even after you have those work papers, you as a firm, you want to create templates for the industries that you work in. Let's say that you work in governments. Then you want to download those work papers from one of those providers, and then look and see, do you have all of the work papers that are necessary for that area? Then also think about, are there any work papers you've developed that would lend themselves to that audit process, say in the governmental industry? And if you think those would help, you could bring those into the template. The important thing is that when your staff downloads, say, your governmental template, for example, that they get all of the work papers that you think needs to be completed for that engagement. Now, the good thing about doing this is all of your staff members are using the same work papers. Now, you're going to tweak those work papers based on your risk assessments. In other words, every audit program is not going to look the same, but the risk assessment work papers themselves, you're using the same work papers. So use those standard work papers that come from these publishing companies, and you're going to be in good shape. So far we've covered hiring, training, and developing your audit templates. The last step, the fourth key to quality audits, is accountability. Now, this is a word that most people don't like to hear. We don't like to be accountable to anybody, but it's absolutely necessary in the audit process that we have accountability. And I want to address this area with three levels. One, the in charge toward the audit team, the engagement partner toward the in charge, and then the quality control reviewer toward the partner and audit team. So the first piece here is the in charge working with the audit team. So let's say that you have an audit, you have an in charge, you have a staff 1 and a staff 2. So there's 3 people on this engagement actively involved in it, and of course the engagement partner as well. But on a day-to-day basis, that in charge should be managing and reviewing the work that's being done. They should hold the hand of those 2 less experienced auditors, help them do their work the right way, but also ensure that the work is done with the highest quality. Once the field work is largely done, then the audit partner should be taking a look, and now we have the accountability between the in charge and the engagement partner. So the engagement partner is looking over the file and making sure that all the requisite pieces are there. And then that third level of review, now this third level doesn't always happen, it doesn't have to happen, but in your higher risk engagements, we should have an engagement quality review performed by your quality control partner or somebody like that. So this third level of review, there's accountability between the engagement partner and the quality control person. So 3 levels. We have the in charge with the audit team, the engagement partner with the in charge, and then quality control with the engagement partner. So these 4 keys to quality audits, if you do all of these, I can promise you your quality will increase, the probability of passing peer review goes way up, and the probability of being sued one day and losing should come down. I think it will. So try these 4 keys: hiring the right people, training those people, developing your audit templates, and then creating accountability in your audit process. Give it a go, and I wish you well. Take care. See you next time. Bye now.